All right, and we're live just on time. Thank you guys for joining us at SampleServe Masterclass Wednesdays. Uh, Today is a special day. I have the usual crew, me and Russell Schindler. I'm Joshua Paul, Marketing Director, Product Manager at SampleServe, and Russell is the founder and CEO of SampleServe with over 35 years experience in the environmental services industry. And what we like to do here every Wednesday is we like to give tips and tricks. We like to give information on the industry. We like to show you around the app, show you some updates that we're making as well. And we do this every Wednesday. However, we are gone this next Wednesday, so look out for the next one after that. And today we have a special one because we have a special guest. We have Sarup Chand with us of Enviro Sampling Solutions in the UK. So, Sarup, if you could just give us a little introduction of yourself and what your history is and what you're doing now.
Sure, Josh. Yes, thanks for the invite, Josh. Russell. So my background, I graduated in applied chemistry, and my first role since on graduation, I worked in a commercial analytical lab, and we were doing contaminated land samples there. And as part of that, the lab realised there was an opening out for field work as well. So that's where I got involved with going out and sampling. And then from there, I then went on to a role doing chemical commissioning on wastewater treatment plants. I was there for about 2 years, and then moved on to the largest analytical lab in the UK. I was there for a good 15, 20 years, I believe. I can't remember. I worked in the field service department there, and I managed a team of the field technicians doing various types of environmental monitoring. From contaminated land sampling through to drinking water sampling. And then I finally moved on to my last role was I was a drinking water sampling manager. So a company wanted accreditation to undertake potable water sampling. As you may well know, it's heavily regulated in the UK, the sampling aspect. So you need accreditation to undertake it. So I basically went in there, set that up and trained the guys. And then I thought, well, you know what? I have a go at setting my own business up, and here I am today, Enviro Sampling Solutions. Yes. I hope offering a whole range of environmental monitoring from my background. Yeah.
So you've sampled all kinds of different media: groundwater, drinking water, soil.
Done it all.
Done it all.
A bit of dust as well, a bit of bioaerosols. So yes, I've been through virtually the whole the scope of matrices that you possibly can. Yeah.
Great. We've got similar backgrounds. I've done all that stuff too. So
we have indeed, Russell. Yes. So we've both been there.
Yep. Professional field techs we got.
Yes. We've got the badges, so yes for that.
Yeah. So I wanted to ask you, Sarup, when you started Enviro Sampling Solutions, I know that you were looking into digital solutions, and you found SampleServe, and you decided to run with us, and we thank you for that. And I wanted to ask, why SampleServe, and why not, something else that's out there? Maybe like we have some competitors, but not a lot do the entire thing that we do, from project planning, sampling, to the lab, and then report building. Why us?
Okay, yeah, sure. Well, we chose SampleServe for its integrating technology and the way it streamlined the sampling processes. We found it very user-friendly. It's got a very user-friendly interface, gives us efficient data management, and it integrates and sets us apart from other solutions. The platform aligns seamlessly with our company's commitments, and it's committed to cutting-edge, user-friendly environmental sampling solutions. So yes, that's the reason why we opted for SampleServe. It gives us basically what we need out there.
Yeah, you said user-friendly. We have, we worked with other companies that use other services, and one of the biggest things we hear is the user-friendliness, because a lot of our, some of the competing apps that are out there were kind of built in the late 90s, early 2000s, and they've just kind of advanced off of that foundation. So the foundation is just not user friendly. So anything they build on top of that is going to be inherently not user friendly.
Yes.
What about pricing, Sarup? I mean, where do we fall in that? Are we good? Are we high, low, in the middle?
Yeah, The market varies, so as you well know, yes, yeah. So you're pretty much good with your pricing there, yes. So you've kind of like I think you've kind of like nailed it to a degree, yes. As obviously time as with time, I mean, I'm sure these rates will actually you'll be a lot more competitive as other companies start, bringing their various types of software on there. But yes, I would say you're very competitive out there. Yes.
Yeah, with our business model, we charge per sample. So if you have a large sampling site, then obviously you're going to get a larger bill from SampleServe. But also, we're going to charge per month. If you're not using us, we're not going to charge you anything. Right. So it scales easily with smaller and larger businesses. So we want to get on to the next question here. What value does SampleServe bring to your business? Like, can you name any specific things that you think that you're going to be able to offer your clients by signing up with SampleServe?
Yeah, sure. Yeah. Well, SampleServe adds significant value. It enhances the efficiency and accuracy of our sampling process. I believe its automation features reduce the margin of error. So these things that we're giving to our clients: margin of error, improved data management, streamlining communication. These things a lot of companies haven't got, and I think the main thing, it translates increased productivity, reduced costs, and ultimately gives our clients a better quality service. Yeah.
And Sarah, I just want to clarify: your company specializes in like third-party sampling, correct? So somebody would hire you. They've got a project. They want to make sure they got high quality, and highly trained people out there. Making sure the samples are collected, according to the proper protocol. And you're obviously the guy because you've trained people in creating these certification programs. So you specialize in that kind of stuff. And what's a typical project profile that you guys do?
So the whole range of things. Yes. So a typical one would be groundwater sampling, low flow sampling, trade effluent sampling, sewage sampling. Yeah, I want to say sewage sampling. You're talking again, surface water, trade effluent, that kind of thing. Yeah. Well, what we're trying to do is we're trying to give the customer confidence that the sample that's been taken is a true representation of the quality of the effluent, the groundwater, whatever matrix you choose to outsample. And that's the main focus here, yes. Yeah. To give the customer that confidence that it's been taken in the correct manner, but not also taken but transported, yes, and they have a true, when the data comes back to them, it gives them a true quality of what their effluent or water they need analyzing, yes.
So for like groundwater sampling, what would be the profile, the demographics of a typical customer of yours? Would it be a consulting engineering company that you'd work for, or would it be you're working directly for the gas station owners, or how does that work?
Yeah, so in the UK market, yes, we're mainly consultants, yes, environmental consultants, yes, because they will do, they hold a lot of projects where they undertake contaminated land investigations, yes. So they have the expertise into getting drillers on site, drilling boreholes, where to drill the boreholes, do the trial pits. Yes. There are occasions where commercial companies will have borehole locations around the site purely based on their manufacturing processes. Again, but that is a small, I wouldn't say small potential, but it's a smaller market than the contaminated land sector, the consultants.
Yeah. So let's say I had I'm a consulting engineering company and I'm having trouble staffing up for all the field activities I need. How would I go about contracting with you, and what would the pricing be? Do you have a lump sum per sample that you do, or do you just charge by the hour? How does that work? And how would I get started with you?
So we at Enviro Sampling Solutions, we do a flat day rate, yes. Because using your software, sample software, makes it a lot more efficient than other companies out there. Yes, it gives the client more real-time data. Yeah, so we give a flat rate to our customers. Yeah, that includes us traveling to and from site, includes us with all the equipment and all the necessities to undertake the work. Yeah.
Oh, great. So if I'm like, hey, I need, 20 wells sampled, you would go, is it a flat rate per day or a flat rate per well?
It'd be a day rate, so yes. So we give a
Okay.
day rate, yes, and that's
Okay.
like I said, it's
Perfect.
incorporated with the travel and everything else that's
Yeah.
required to take that work. Yes.
And our people that use our software claim that it makes their field people about 20% more efficient. And some people even said it's even higher than that. So you're, by using our software, which is custom made just for this type of work,
Exactly.
you can get a lot more done probably than a person who's using paper.
Who's just using the old, it's like hard books, paper copies. Yes. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. And if you're charging a day rate, we have, clients that have told us, hey, we've turned, a 2-day operation into a 1-day operation because they can find the wells fast. There's no transcription coming back into the office and putting all the data into a Excel spreadsheet. So if you're just charging a day rate and you can knock off 2 days, off of a week-long project, that's a big savings for that company.
Yeah.
Exactly, Josh. Yeah. So we're not having to revisit the site again and trying to establish where all the locations. Your software does that. Yes.
Right.
Once we've been to that site, we won't have the issues what other companies do in trying to find locations that are being buried or due to dense vegetation. And Russell knows all the problems you have.
Oh, yeah.
So,
Yeah.
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 And
So,
this is what's so good about what you've got. Yes.
so what prompted you to want to start your own company? Did you see like some problems, or did you see an opportunity? How did you go? You know what?
Quality. The main thing here is quality. Yes. Yeah.
Quality.
I'm going out there and offering clients the quality of insurance that a sample has been taken from the right place. Yes. And also prove we've got the evidence behind it that it has been taken correctly.
Yep.
Yes.
Right.
So yes, and that's what the main thing. I'm offering a quality service. Yeah.
Yeah. We've had situations where somebody claims that the wrong well was sampled, and we can go back in the data and say the GPS was taken right here. He was next to the well. It's proved that he took the right sample at the right well. So it's immutable data all the time.
Yep.
So what more about the industry itself? Do you think more companies like you are going to pop up that are focused around quality of data and digital tools in the field and in the office when you're project planning and easier report generation than what used to be?
So as a third-party sampling company, do you see other companies out there like yours, or are you kind of on the forefront of that?
Yeah, well, pretty much out on the forefront at the moment. Yes,
Yeah.
a few labs have slowly started to introduce some kind of software system into their sampling. Yeah, but it's far and few between. Yeah, the industry is trending towards technology-driven solutions. Yes, and I believe it's trying to optimize workflows. There's an increased regulated scrutiny in the UK, and there's also a focus on the sustainability drive as well. And then there's a big need for accurate and efficient data collection. Yes, which you guys, which the software with SampleServe gives us. Yeah,
right.
One point of clarification, and correct me if I'm wrong, but when you do the sampling, our software is included automatically with that sampling. Is that correct?
That's right. Yes.
Yeah. So it's just they hire you and they get the benefits of all of our software included.
Yes.
So it's not like they got to enter into other contracts. It's just like, here it is right there.
Right.
Yep.
One-stop shop.
So one last question. Do you have anything specific? Like, what are the benefits you like most about SampleServe? Like, can you name like two specific features that SampleServe offers that you really happy?
There's more than two, Josh.
Okay, all right. Well, let's keep for brevity. Let's keep it down to two.
Yeah. I think the data integrity, the ability to generate comprehensive reports. Yes, and then I think the main standout benefit is the digital generation of reports. Yeah.
Yeah.
These are the things that your software, and I believe that there's nothing out there in the UK market does this. Yeah.
And how do you see that, giving you an edge in the environmental services industry as a whole?
Yeah, definitely giving us an edge. Like I said, it provides that you're giving your customer a bit more more tools to interpret their data. Yes. Right. Quicker, easier, more efficient. Yes.
Yes.
Rather than just look at Excel spreadsheets and divide your own tables or your own charts. This is done in line with your results. So as soon as you got the results, ping, your software will generate the graphic for them. Yes, and which is really helpful and useful. But they can also incorporate that into their reports, into their regulatory reports. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I want to point out here is that if somebody's interested in contracting your services, which would also then include our services, is they can get a hold of you directly at that website scrolling across the bottom there.
Yes.
Yeah, you can find it with a simple Google search. You're going to be at the top of the list in Enviro Sampling Solutions.
What's like the general territory that you cover, Sarah?
Nationwide, yes, with the exception of Scotland. So nationwide sampling, yes.
Okay. All right. Perfect.
Let's get on to marketing with SampleServe. When you become a SampleServe partnership, we really like to push that you can market to your clients that, you are using digital tools, you are using, quality controls, you're getting accurate field data, and you're making reports a lot faster and cheaper, and also, better quality than a lot of your competition. And Sarup is we like to say a poster child of using SampleServe as a marketing strategy. So here's some screenshots that I took from your website. These are maps that are made in the SampleServe platform. So you can show off what you're doing, in the office and what you're doing in the field. And also here's some examples of Enviro Sampling Solutions, social media posts as well. If you're just using paper in the field, you can't make a post like this. This is great material to show off that you're using digital chain of custody. You're using apps in the field that collect data immediately. You're starting your data collection off digitally. So, we're happy to help anybody that is using SampleServe with their marketing strategy. Getting to market and showing off your capabilities. Because there's quite a bit of there's a long list of things that any firm using SampleServe can show off. And one of the things we like to with Enviro Sampling Solutions and Sarup here is international units and international cleanup criteria. So Russell, tell us about that.
So obviously, most people know that in the United States we're one of the few countries left in the world that still use imperial units, which would be gallons and feet and inches. The rest of the world is, and quite frankly, using a better system, the metric system. It's confusing to us Americans, but it is a better system because I have to work in both of them, and it's a lot easier in the metric. But depending, one of the first things you do is you set up a project. You're going to pick the country that it's in, and then it will automatically default to that country's system. So if you use Canada or the UK, it's going to be metric. In the United States, it's going to be in the imperial system. So you don't have to worry about that. And then in all the different areas, it's going to use the metric or the appropriate system. And then we also have most of the cleanup criteria that is published in those various countries and in the US, so that when you go and, you've got your chemical concentration, it'll automatically compare to the published criteria. So if you're looking for benzene, what's the cleanup criteria for benzene, like in drinking water, Sarah?
I don't know that top of my head.
I don't know what in the United States, like in the States, different states have different criteria, but it's 5, right? So if you have a 6, in all our reporting, that 6 will be red, right? So it just automatically helps you kind of do the work that you would normally have to do kind of manually. So.
To be fair, sir, I didn't know the cleanup criteria number for benzene in the UK either. Yeah. So
I'll find out now.
I've been looking at data for a long time.
So here's just a good list of things that you can promote your business as having an edge on your competition when you're using SampleServe in the field. Now, it wouldn't be a proper masterclass if we didn't cover tips and tricks. So the next thing we want to show is actually a user showed us how to do this. You can, when you're in the project management tool using SampleServe, you can actually install the SampleServe environment, the web app, onto your desktop just by clicking these. And when you're using it in Chrome, let me go back. When you're using it in Chrome, you just click this little button right here, install SampleServe environment in the URL bar here, or when in Edge, you can just click this same button here and it installs it onto your desktop. Now what it looks like when you install it, let me go to it real quick. So this is installed on my desktop. This is the SampleServe project management tool. You can see I have an event scheduled here. Now it looks just like a web browser kind of, but you're missing a lot of the web browser stuff on top. And one of the advantages we've noticed is it just runs smoothly and it's available. You can have it as an icon on your desktop, easy to get to. It opens right up. And I think we're going to suggest probably this is the best way to go because it makes it essentially an app on your desktop.
Yeah, and I didn't even know about this until about a week ago when one of our customers actually showed it to us, and I was like, and so I started doing it, and it does perform about, I'd say about 15 to 20% faster. So it just seems to be a lot smoother and run a lot better when you do the app installed, and it's also a lot faster to open up as well. So
yeah,
I recommend.
I like it. That's a good idea. So that's going to sum us up. If you're thinking about becoming a SampleServe partner, there is you can go to SampleServe.com and there's a partnership tab at the top. And we'd love to partner with you. Sarup has partnered with us, obviously, enjoying it. Wish the best for you, Sarup. And we really want to turn you into the poster child in the UK for us, for the best sampling team around.
Thank you.
Other than the time difference, I noticed when I get emails from Sarup, it's like at 5 a.m. when
he's hard at work.
He's already been working.
We're 5 hours ahead of you guys, I think, in the UK. Yes, yeah. About 5. What time is it now in the US?
1:20.
1:20 right now.
Yes, yeah. 6:20 here. So yeah. 5
6
hours.
hours.
So I think that's going to end as far as we're just we've made it 1 minute past our bedtime. So I think we're right on time. Thank you. I'd like to thank Sarup for joining us.
Thank
you. If you're watching this in the UK, you can share this link. This link remains live after this is over. You can put a comment in the comments and we'll get to it. And have a good afternoon. We won't be on next week, but we'll be on the week after that. So thank you, everybody.
All right. Thanks.